And here we go.
Good evening, Jiva. Jeevanik, stop twirling your mustache first.
Good evening,
Acha,
everyone who's watching. This is an interesting video about education and the people who really hold this entire mountain of knowledge on their shoulders, who are our catalysts, and they are the teachers. It's Teachers' Day today. It's 5th September 2021. What a beautiful day. There is so much of happening in so much is happening in the education field. Because of the pandemic, we all have locked in our homes, and the schools are now just reopening. There's going to be a lot of burden on the teachers. So on this Teachers' Day, I thought of inviting someone very special who has been into the education field since more than 25 years now, well associated, and she has been doing brilliant work with regards to educating children via drama, via interactive activities, and much more. Let's welcome Nutan Raj. Nutan, welcome to our program. And a lot of people here would want to know about your journey as well as what is it in store about teachers. So let's begin with uh, a very important question for the teachers. That is, what this day means in the present context. People are going to talk about the historical aspect of Teachers' Day, importance of teachers. I'm sure a lot of people have been since morning. They've been messages about gratitude to teachers. All of these things are so important. Yet, the most important part is, what is the present day scenario of teachers? Do they really need a lot of more tools and help? Do they need kind of training? I want to know your view on life of teachers today.
yeah, thank you, Jiva. It's always a pleasure being with you and talking to you and listening to your wonderful words. So, as far as my point of view is concerned, just one second, Jiva. I'm going to put my dog there. Actually, एक चीज और I was saying because there is going to be an edit. All right.
Yeah.
तो तुम्हारा जो शुरू का जो है ना, तो जब भी तुम बोलते हो उसमें थोड़ा बीच में गैप दे दो. अगर सपोज इनको लगे कि हम यहाँ काट सकते हैं, हमें इतना लंबा नहीं चाहिए, so they have space to cut.
Right.
तो हर एक चीज को थोड़ा थोड़ा टाइम देके बोलो.
Sure. तो फिर से शुरू कर.
So that they can take part of it. So they can take part of it. सारा एक
फिर
साथ
से.
कर दो. हाँ, उनको स्कोप दो. मैं इसको नहीं, फिर से शुरू मत करो, वो बाद में ले सकते हैं. रुको ना, सी एनी विच वे कंटिन्यूएशन में तो होगा नहीं सारा का सारा, राइट? वो तो बीच बीच में कट के जाएगा, छोटे छोटे स्निपेट्स जाएंगे. स्निपेट्स ही जाने चाहिए, पूरा लंबा कन्वर्सेशन कोई नहीं सुनता है. दीस हैव टू बी वेरी शॉर्ट स्निपेट्स. तो अब तुम दोबारा क्वेश्चन पूछो, सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन पूछो एक, फिर मैं उसका आंसर बताऊं.
So here's my first question. Lot of people have been like, in WhatsApp messages, pouring greetings to teachers, like they're wishing happy Teachers' Day, and a lot of gratitude messages to teachers across the world, uh, which is so important and so good. Yet, in the present day scenario, what is the most important aspect of teachers' life? Can you share your thoughts on it?
Uh, so yeah, it's always a pleasure. And today being a special Teachers' Day, though according to me, every day is Teachers' Day. We all know that right from when we started our school and college, every day was so special for teacher. And if we could make it special for them by just saying good morning with a smile on our face, that was a big thing for all our teachers. So same thing goes to us. For us, when our children smile to us, that is the day that we feel the happiest. And when they say a special thank you, then you feel all the more special, all the more like you are like sky high, you're flying high up in the sky. And Teachers' Day is, yes, Teachers' Day is a special day meant there where we especially wish our teachers and say thank you to them. And age is never a bar. So you and me also have wished our teachers.
Yeah.
So what I would like to say as far as the teachers are concerned, so uh, the teachers and all of us, so since I'm a teacher, I can say that yes, we are doing lots and lots in today's day and age. Since the pandemic, the whole way of teaching has changed. It has become very visual. So it has definitely enhanced learning for many, many children who especially are kinesthetic learners, who are visual learners, who are audio learners. So these are the multidisciplinary learning skills that children have, that we are all born with. We are all different learners. So it is a great requirement, I feel today, after seeing almost a year and a half of learning online, that it is very beneficial once the school reopens, that we as teachers know the learning capabilities of our children, how a child learns in a better way. So I remember my brother, he would break everything, like he would break and then remake. So if there was a toy brought to him, he would break it into small, small parts and then remake it again. So now I realize at this age that he is a kinesthetic learner. So he would learn better by doing rather than just by listening or by memorizing. So this is one thing I really very strongly feel, that we as teachers need to start understanding of our students. And this is where I feel we need to train ourselves as well. So we are very, very good with academics. We are very good in child psychology as well. We have done our B.Ed, PCC.Ed also, especially for teachers who are teaching the smaller kids. But now we need to work a little more on understanding Howard Gardner's multiple learning skills. So that is what I feel that we should try to inculcate in our teachers, this little bit of extra information that is required to understand the children better. And in that way, making our learning much more effective.
Great. That's brilliant. You did hit the nail when you mentioned that it's become a more visual medium and the kinesthetic medium that children are now used to learn from. As schools are reopening, as classroom setup is coming back into the picture, probably in a couple of weeks or months, it will all stabilize. Whatever you said, isn't it very challenging for teachers to implement? Because as you did throw light on, teachers may not have all the tools. They may not have the entire expertise, and the most challenging part is there is a system that has been followed in place. They have to follow a certain curriculum, they have to follow a certain decorum, which is the classroom setup. So not much of kinesthetic is possible in this way. How you think teachers can really overcome these challenges and create a greater experience for the students?
Jiva, for as far as what is kinesthetic or what is visual or what is audio or audio learning or what is the linguistic learning, or these are the different ways of learning, or interdisciplinary, intrapersonal. These are the different types of learning which we are all born with, right? Depending on who is what kind of a learner as far as child is concerned. So in a school background, what is kinesthetic or what is visual learning and what is audio learning? It's more about uh, able to visualize something. And how do you visualize better? If you're opening your child's mind to to in order to be able to think better. So like all of us know that information is available at the click of a hand.
Yes.
In fact, we don't even have to provide too much information. We just have to tell the child. And even before, online, I've experienced this myself. Even before I could myself find out, so I was doing Shakespeare, and suddenly something came about Julius Caesar. Before I could find out, the meaning or a particular context of Julius Caesar, the children were already on Google, sitting in the class, and they were able to tell me. This. I said, you're looking at Google, right? You don't know this beforehand. They said, yes, ma'am. So this is how quick the information is. So now once they have got the information, now the challenge comes. Challenge comes in the child as well as the teacher. Where and how do I apply this knowledge? So gaining knowledge is what is happening everywhere beautifully, because teachers are doing a wonderful, wonderful job. There is, I mean, nobody can compare what the teachers have done in this 1.5 years. And all of us absolutely bow to all the teachers, right? All over the world. So it's been absolutely a wonderful transformation, wonderful progress. Now we need to make our children more creative. Help them to teach, to learn how to visualize. And I can definitely say this with, I think, 100% or maybe 150% conviction, that enactment, drama, is a beautiful, beautiful, and actually the best tool to help the children learn to visualize. What do we do in drama, right? We think of, and I'm fortunate to say that because I am from theater background. So I have used these tools very effectively. I have made them visualize a situation by talking, by opening their mind, by making them think, not just, like a horse, just one straight line, but making them think even parallel thinking, laterally. So think how to solve a problem laterally, thinking of multiple ways to solve a problem. So I have a knowledge. Now, how do I apply it? Where all can I apply it? So I really very strongly feel that making our teachers open up their mind to this kind of thinking by doing creative exercises. So like we teach our children, we teach the teachers also. So once their mind starts thinking on these lines, then automatically they will be able to pass that on to their children. And any age group, whether it is a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old or a 20-year-old, this works with everybody.
Brilliant, brilliant. I second that thought because even I come from a core theater background, and that's what, Nutan, you and me, we've worked on interesting projects. In fact, we've got, I think we both are blessed that we have trained teachers and professors into different areas.
True.
Yeah. Teacher enrichment programs. Your points open up to so many accepting anecdotes, and this is I really wanted to put it this way: accepting anecdotes, because we might not accept all the stories that have been told to us. Yet there are many teachers who may not agree to this. There are many other parents who may not agree to this, that drama is not a complete or the only medium as such. They see it drama as only acting. When I say that I'm going to use drama as a technique in probably for teachers, for corporates, a lot of people have different questions in their mind, that why you want to do only enactments. And it's time that we explain people that drama is not only role playing, there are many other aspects. So with your experience, what would you want to highlight here?
So drama is but drama, see, that is how it is understood in India, but that is not how it's understood abroad. So drama in India is natak. Okay, but that is not the meaning of drama. The meaning of drama is to do, TO2 and DO2. That's it, period. You are listening to me, you're doing drama. I'm talking to you, I'm doing drama. If I'm cooking in the kitchen, I'm doing drama. Right? So that is what's the actual meaning of drama. So we should not connect drama with a play. That is not the meaning of drama. So when I say that drama as a tool, what I mean is make the children help this. And what happens in drama? We know that, right? We visualize. We try to be more and more creative in trying to create characters, trying to create situations, trying to overcome a lot of hurdles which we may face when we are enacting something. So when we are enacting a character, we don't just think of character as a unidimensional person, right? We think of many aspects to a character. So we are already opened our mind. So what I mean by drama is opening your mind to thinking differently. That is what I mean by doing enactment exercises. And also, do not misunderstand. I'm not saying that you don't have to learn, you don't have to memorize, you don't have to learn the concepts. Concepts are the base. But once you understand the concepts, you understand how to apply them. You apply them in real life. You know, how did inventions come up? How did electricity come up? Like we all need light. It's almost turning evening now. I will need light after some time, right? So how did
Yes.
it come about? When somebody applied this knowledge that something is required in real life, and knowledge came up because of I'm thinking, I'm questioning. So drama makes you question. Why am I doing it? Can I do it in a different manner? That is what you teach. That is what you train you. So it's all about training your mind. So that is what my focus is about. How do you train your mind to come up with solutions or to use your knowledge that you have in different ways so that it enhances your academic score? That is, we all need good academic score, as well as make you proficient in dealing with problems when you grow up later in life. So it is a continuous process. It is making your mind work in a different manner altogether. So memorization is one part, and using that knowledge of memorization is the other part. And you have different ways of doing it. But definitely understanding the children, understanding the way the children learn is very, very, very crucial. And giving them opportunities in the class to think in multiple and different ways is also very important. So we as teachers, we need to first open our mind. We need to first train our mind. We need to first be creative ourselves, accept different answers, accept the if a child is coming up with different answers, be ready to accept. And that will happen when we as ourselves are have this broad knowledge, or not really, I don't really mean a knowledge, I mean we have understood how every child is an individual and every child learns at his and her own pace, and maybe and definitely learns in a different manner as well. So that is what I really sincerely feel, that our teachers and we ourselves being teachers need to start learning, then imbibing, and definitely then passing it on to our students. So be the change if you want to see the change.
Be the change. Yes, yes, that's an important message to all the teachers. But on behalf of the teachers, I would like to say something that we don't have time.
Yes,
None
I
of
know, true, true.
management is a big issue because so much is burdened on them, so much is there on their shoulders. There are a lot of other activities which they have to do, apart from the assignments, apart from the syllabus, apart from the curriculum. What about that? So time management, as you know, you said so many things in while answering the question. You also spoke about working on the mind, and the mind has accepted certain things. So as actors, I've observed, as a theater person, uh, there's a lot of anticipation which we work on during our rehearsals. So if we are going to anticipate a particular line, how differently we can see it, how fresh perspective we need to add every time we're going to say the same line again and again. Same goes with the teachers. They are going to use the same syllabus with the same definition. And how are they going to add a new perspective, because their minds are so occupied, so many activities they do. So what about time management? What about anticipation?
So believe me, Jiva, these activities don't take very long. It is just literally like a matter of 5 minutes. This is just a changing of the class atmosphere. So what if today I just enter my class, and I've done it in my class, I just walk backwards. I just walk backwards. See, we all of us have admired the teachers who were different from the normal. And those are the teachers we remember. So I remember my principal so well. She would make us put a book on our head and walk. Be graceful, walk smart, sit smart, stand smart. And so I remember her so vividly. And there was another teacher who would just make the class so interesting by just she would suddenly just start, you know, uh, maybe say for 3 or 4 lines, but suddenly bring a tune to it. Out of the blue, she would just bring a tune to the 4 lines, and we would all jump up and suddenly realize that what is happening in the class. So suddenly your engagement, if your mind is slightly diverted, you engage immediately with the teacher. So so when I say enactment in drama, I'm not saying make your whole class, make one topic go on for hours and hours. Just bring in little part, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in a class where the children are doing something creative. The same topic, but just doing it in a different way from what they have been doing it for the week. Okay, just one class, bring it in. So this is about anticipation. The children do not anticipate what is coming next. They are excited for your class. They are waiting for your class. So if once a week you bring something new to the class, the children will surely be waiting for that one thing which you bring new to the class. But make it a habit. Don't do it once in 6 months. Don't do it once in a year. Make it a habit that once in a week, we are meeting teachers, children every day of the week, right? So in one class, I'm sure we can bring in something different, which excites the children, which they anticipate, which they wait for, and they don't know what I'm going to bring that day. I could be dressed up in a different way. I could wear a hat and come that way. It is and I have not mentioned this word, but for me, engagement is the topmost, is right on top for me as a teacher. How well I can engage with my students, whether I'm there with them for 5 minutes, whether I'm there with them for 1 hour. So I work on that for myself, that I need to engage with my children all the time that I'm there. And how best I can excite them and engage with them is how I try to work around when I'm teaching, when I'm with the students, or even when I'm with the teachers.
Quite insightful, all points taken. How about the technical educators? Okay, let's understand. We have professors and teachers of technical college, because I have done workshops with engineering college professors, and their subjects are quite technical. I mean, what sort of excitement they want to get in their class?
That's what I said. Now they need to work on their voice. They need to so strongly work on their voice. You cannot make your class drag. So people think like you are so right here. I mean, science teachers and any technical teachers, the subject is heavy, right? The subjects are heavy. Now, how do you make the class interesting? You can't really be jumping around, and you're a college professor, and definitely see abroad actually it happens. Abroad, even the technical colleges, the teachers are not what should I say? I should not say teacher like. I mean, there is nothing like teacher like. It is just our concept in our mind that says the teacher has to be prim and proper. The teacher has to smile to only this much degree. The teacher has to teach in a certain way. The teacher has to behave in a certain manner. But what about the vibrancy of a teacher? Right? After all, teacher is also a human being, right? And so for a teacher, it is very, very crucial that the communication skill is very good. So in that, the voice, the body language, the facial expressions. Are you smiling in your class? Or do you have a very strict expression? Because I'm teaching maths and science. And these are difficult subjects. And these have to be taught in a certain manner. Because if I smile too much, the children may not listen to me very seriously. These are the questions in the mind of, because I have also met like you. So I've also met a lot of couple of technical college management also students, teachers, and also some higher grades to teachers for the senior secondary science and maths. But the children are the same, right? They still want to enjoy the class, and it is our duty to make the class interesting.
I'm
So
sure all teachers will agree to this. All educators, all professors, lecturers will agree to this. In fact, I have seen a lot of professors of engineering colleges and senior professors from management colleges changing their personality. Not it is not required. There's no compulsion to change your complete persona, but it's a gradual process. If because you're doing the same job for so many years, there's a monotony that's going to step in, which needs to be broken. And that's what I have realized, while working with I would really like to share that while conducting sessions in corporates, I try to give a corporate style training to certain teachers and professors of different institutions, and it worked. I'm coming back to the point of engagement, because a lot of employee engagement happens in corporates. A lot of companies are interested that their employees need to be engaged in the right manner. The engagement has is subjective to, of course, it needs to have the element of creativity. It needs to have the element of enjoyment and fun to certain degrees. But most important, the engagement needs to be connected to the vision and mission of the organization. Similarly, I think institutions are now realizing it, that this kind of engagement is required for the educational staff, or the real manpower which is imparting knowledge or information. Would you like to share your experience about how the kind of engagement activities are really working today for teachers and educators?
engagement activities. So a lot of uh, I think the team building theater games that we have, right? Since you both of us are from theater, they are absolutely brilliant, and I also feel a lot of focus and concentration. Teachers are definitely focused. There is no doubt in that. But what happens with these exercises is that the teachers relax. When you do these exercises, you actually mentally relax. So these exercises, which are like team building exercises, are a way of relaxing the mind of a teacher who's already burdened. So when I say a teacher, I mean teachers of all, whether it's school or college, it is immaterial, right? The burden on the mind of the educators is tremendous, and with the changing of times, it is increasing. It is not becoming less. So they also need exercises which will also relax their mind, which will also make them understand each other, empathize with each other. So build a sort of an institution. So whichever their institution they are in, you work as a team, and everybody works as a team. Nobody can work as an individual anywhere, right? I know you already have knowledge. You are taking a particular class, but you still need to work in a team. And a team working together always enhances your own personal well-being. So it's a lot to do with my own personal well-being. The happier I am, the I can definitely think of ideas and making the class happier. So a happy environment, by making myself, what should I say, mentally more relaxed, is what is the requirement of today's day and age. So relaxing of the mind is very crucial, very crucial. And these working together, doing a couple of exercises, team building games, going out for picnics. I would suggest a lot of going out for picnics. I know there is lockdown, so whatever best can be done should be done for all of us together, so that we can be much more happier, and the whole classroom becomes a happier place to be.
Great. Underlining every aspect, every point that you mentioned, because being happy is something that teachers and educators, it is so important for them. That brings to my next point, that during these kind of corporate style sessions for teachers, I had incorporated something called as conflict management, which generally happens in for teachers, and change management and stress management. Now these three are interlinked. Okay, let's consider three aspects. How do you what are your thoughts? Because I just shared what was my observation, when some institution came to me for change management, I knew that why they, because of the digitization or the digital space that is now evolving in education, a lot of change has happened and the teachers need to really get accustomed to new systems. They did get forcefully during the pandemic, but that is not enough. We all know that is not enough. So much more needs to be done for teachers to understand the entire digital setup that is happening, the new systems and tools that are coming up, they need to get accustomed to, as well as are they mentally ready, because the burden as it is increasing, it is hampering a lot of uh, intercommunication within institutions. So conflict is arising, added to already existing conflict, and that is creating a lot of stress. I'm sure a lot of teachers will agree to this. So how do you like, what are your thoughts, and is there a system in place, or can we create a system in place so that teachers get some help?
For me, the best way, okay, to relax your mind, okay, and to start work. So not really start working as a team, but to it's again as about my own well-being and happiness and relaxation of the mind. For me, drama, theater, exercises are absolutely the best, and that is the best medium. I don't see any other medium which is as effective as as drama for these kind of uh, exercises, these kind of issues that we have, that we ever come across. So, I mean, I can only think of drama, but I can't think of any other way of you know tackling. And drama is, you do in drama you do things in um, in in such a beautiful manner. You're not really directly talking about something, but you are yourself coming out with a resolution, with a solution as to how this can be done. That is what I really really like, that you are not directing somebody that do this and not do that and do this and not do that and do this and not do that, but the whole group together is coming out with a solution themselves, which they have it right in front of them. It's just that they're not seeing it and they're not visualizing it. So the change management, the stress management, everything is done. The best is through the medium of drama. I don't think any other way is as effective as that, because I've seen it and you yourself have seen it, right? So I have no doubt about it at all.
So what would you like to tell? I mean, let's through this video, let's spread a message to the institutions, because yes, teachers need this kind of we need to create a space for teachers wherein they need to sharpen their skills. They need to upskill themselves into certain core aspects of focus, concentration, conflict management, stress management. So much of stress is happening. Would you like to give a message to the institutions, big and small, large, from any location, any nation?
See, what I would like to say that uh, teachers are doing a wonderful job. Okay, there is just nothing much that I would like to add as far as their own efforts, their capabilities, their whole persona, their mindset is concerned. What I would definitely like to say is that to the institutions and to the educators is that we need to now start thinking of how to spread little more happiness in our teachers, and especially after lockdown. The stress, the work has been just too much. And I know the whole school is working together, but still a teacher is working from home. So what I would like to say is conduct short workshops for them. Let them just open up without any inhibitions. Let them just be. Forget that you are a teacher. You are an individual. And once you are happy and you have the confidence of being happy, and you have the will to be happy. So the will to be happy is also very, very crucial. That I want to be happy. And that is the only way, that is when you can pass on the happiness. Just a smile is not happiness. right? It has to come from within. And what is within? Within is self-awareness. Within comes when I know myself, when I know my feelings, when I know how to control my feelings, when I know how to express my feelings. That is where the self-awareness. So I'm going a little bit into philosophy right now. So that is but that is what we learn. That is what we teachers are all about. And the more self-assured we are, the more we can confidently pass it on to our students and make them confident. So I would like to just say that we should bring in more and more such platform where the teachers are able to express, are able to communicate, are able to just do certain things which they have never done in their life. Maybe just scream and shout and just generally let go of whatever is inside. Just enjoy and be free of everything. Don't think that teacher is a teacher like this. The teacher is vibrant. The teacher is magical. That is what a teacher is, according to me.
Wow, that this makes me nostalgic. I went back to the classroom sessions I've taken with and teachers. I remember we had done a scene. I created a scene in an engineering college for professors, and they initially were quite resistant to do that scene. They just had to scream and shout and open up themselves. But later on, they performed so well, and the objective was to open their voices. A lot of teachers, a lot of educators think that, okay, our voice, we keep on talking throughout the day, so our voices are, we are so well in our voice, and it really helps. But they don't know the strength of their voice. They don't know the resonation, how much of effect it is going to make to the person who's listening. And that also needs kind of maintenance, voice maintenance, instead of voice modulation, I call it voice maintenance, to maintain your voice. So there's something called a Save Your Voice, which I had launched, and I've been doing it into colleges and schools. So Save Your Voice was basically to maintain that voice. In Marathi we call it श्वासांचा संस्कार or samsar, and आवाजाचा एक particular, for your voice also, you need to build a kind of space so that it strengthens. There's repair and maintenance for electronic items here. Wow, how about your voice? How about your mind? So I think teachers need this kind of sharpening of their core skills, and you're so right. And please give us a promise that you're going to come up with something very interesting. These are just thoughts, but can you come up with something very a core kind of a magical session for educators, so that they can jump in and they can open up themselves and they can speak out their hearts? Because I'm sure educators are looking for something like this. They want to come up with that can be a best gift on this Teachers Day, wherein so much is changing across the world. People are selecting different professions. I have observed that a lot of students who've been entrepreneurs or who've taken up corporate jobs are now coming back to teaching, through this online medium, which is so interesting. Yet, do they have the core skills to sustain? Is the voice, the energy which goes from an educator, is it reaching to generations that are developing and who are going to really be the pioneers of the society? Is it really happening? This is a question mark, and I would like to ask this question to any teachers who's going to watch, all the teachers who are going to watch this video. Please let us know what are your thoughts on all the points that are discussed in this video. Let us know your experiences. We want to hear you out, because probably we might come up with something very interesting that will help you, while training you or while helping you perform far more better during taking classes, or maybe just getting you into that happiness quotient as early as possible. Yeah, so thank you so much, Nutan Raj, for this wonderful session, and wish you a very happy Teachers Day. You've been doing such uh, great work in your area, and let's celebrate this Teachers Day.
Thank you, my darling. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. So thank you once again, and we seeing you soon.
Yes, let's open up ourselves. Let's be happy. Happy Teachers Day to
Yes.
all the teachers. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.
Happy Teachers Day, everybody. Smile and stay happy.
In case you've liked this video, please connect with us. You can comment or please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Let us know your thoughts, your stories, your experiences. In case you want to learn something very specific, very peculiar, let us know. We are ready to help. Thank you.